Nigerians now sell their properties to run out of this country and prefer working in another person's farm abroad to having their own farm in Nigeria. Welcome to Matters of Public Interest on Famopadwa TV. There is something that is making me to wonder where this country is actually heading for. It has got to do with the number of persons that are currently running out of their country. If you listen carefully, you hear that some persons are selling their landed property, some persons are selling their cars, some persons are even borrowing money to travel out of this country. Of course, migration did not start now, but why it is giving me a reason to worry is the increasing number of persons that are running out of this country. The truth is that they are fed up with the way things are going in the country. Yes, even you who are watching me right now may be thinking, oh, I wish I would have the opportunity to travel. I won't even think twice. I will jet out of this country. It is actually painful. We are not blaming anybody that is running out of Nigeria because they have genuine reasons to do so. I know that there are a few of us that feel that we should stay back in our country and see how we can build our fatherland. The painful part of this whole thing is that less than 10 million people are making life unbearable for over 180 million Nigerians. Yes, the number of politicians that have embezzled and have continued to embezzle our public treasury, the number of Nigerians that are not committed, without political will, no sacrifice, no interest in the general good, who are making things difficult for the majority of this country, are less than 10 million people. And they are the ones that have so impoverished over 180 million people that, apart from the ones that have already traveled, a greater percentage of those who are still in Nigeria still want to leave this country. Why is it so? Why has it become so difficult for those of us who are still in this country to wrestle back our country from the hands of these selfish politicians? The reason is simple. A good number of us who are actually not directly involved in governance have some levels of bias that are so disgusting. It's either we talk about faith or religion, or we talk about our tribe or ethnicity, or we talk about our political parties. And I asked myself, is there any political party that is worth its salt in this country? Which of the political parties in this country has a clear-cut ideology that we say, oh, I am dying for this party because of its ideology? None. So why sacrifice your future and that of your children on the altar of useless political parties? Now, the other day I was reading a newspaper and I saw a Nigerian with masters bragging abroad that he was making a whole lot of money every day from driving a bus. I also saw adverts of people inviting Nigeria to farm, not for themselves, but to labor in someone else's farm. The question is, do we not have buses that some persons can drive in Nigeria to make money? Do we not have enough land that persons can farm in this country? But I tell you what, we have those ones, we have the land, we have all those things you are talking about. But the environment is so harsh, so unsafe, and so discouraging that people will prefer to go and work in someone's farm abroad to staying here in Nigeria to own his own farm. That is how terrible it has become. So that you see why it is very, very necessary that we throw all these nonsense claims we have. I am for this, I am for that, and nothing positive is coming from it, and then focus on building a better Nigeria for us today and for our children and those that are unborn. We must wrestle this country back from the evil politicians. Thank you for your time.